Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Tiger, and up here today, guys, I've got a bit of a game impression video, almost a mini. I wouldn't call this a review. I do these videos where I try out a new game, and sometimes I like to share with you why I enjoyed this game, and perhaps give you guys some reasons to try this game out. Now, before I do that, I do want to say that this is going to be part of an upcoming video that I have planned, called simulator games. Now, for those of you who don't know what a simulator game is, a simulator game is essentially something that's trying to be based on like a realistic thing, like something that you can physically go out and do in real life. They're based on real jobs. We all know simulators, games that try to be like real life, try to be as realistic as possible. You know, there's games like the Gran Turismo games on the PlayStation, and a lot of like simulated racing games, and you know, for the most part those games tend to be well respected and they're good in their own right. But when I think about simulator games, I think about like the games like the farming simulators, the construction simulators, the firefighter simulators. These games have a notorious setting in video game history, and simulators have been around for a long time. Back in the early 80s and the 90s, the flight simulator games on PC. And you know, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't really put a lot of time into simulator games, but there was one simulator game that I tried out last night, and it inspired me to do an upcoming simulator game video where I'm going to talk about a bunch of different simulator games, and hopefully it will come out alright when I do it. I still need to get a lot of these games, so bear with me. This could be in a month's time, so it's just an idea. But the game I wanted to talk about was a game called House Flipper. And I remember seeing the trailer for this coming out on PS4. It's been out on PC for a while, and I believe there's also some DLC on the PC version, and I believe it is coming to the Nintendo Switch as well. That came to my attention last night, and to be honest, it would be a perfect game for the Nintendo Switch. So what is House Flipper? Well, put it this way, it is a game where you are in a real life setting and you have to go into houses and you basically work on houses, doing every little thing. The whole point of the game is to take some houses that are old and dilapidated and you renovate them, you know, like all these renovation shows you see on TV. So imagine that, but in a video game. And I'm going to be honest with you, on paper it seemed like a really dumb idea. But then when you think about all of these games like The Sims, you know, growing up, when people just played The Sims games just for the creative side, creating these wacky and crazy houses, maybe it doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Now, the whole idea is the game split into two separate modes. You have order mode and also flipping mode. Flipping mode is the obvious one where you take a house and you decorate it and you basically try and turn a profit, whereas order mode is where you get orders. People tell you to go in and do such all of these so forth things to do, and it's really cool because I've only played a couple of hours of it, so this isn't like a full review. I will go back to this game in my simulator video, but I want to start off by saying that a lot of these simulator games are quite really in depth, and if you don't know what you're doing, chances are you're not going to enjoy the game. But House Flipper is actually a really how's the word, it's really self-explanatory, and it's really friendly to newcomers. So it's really a good game. Sorry, it's really good for people who are newcomers to the kind of game. So it's really cool because you get to go in a house, and if you've got an order, it might be like you have to clean, like clean windows, clean the floors, get rid of trash, to things like painting walls, putting in installations like radiators and electric sockets, and you know, and then even going as far as to building new walls, tear down walls, break down walls, place furniture. And it seems really dumb. The way I'm explaining it, it seems like a really boring game. And I'm going to be honest with you, it is one of the most satisfying games I have played in recent years. It is really satisfying, and there's something about it that just, you know, you're playing it and you just to see, you know, an old dilapidated house that's really dirty, and you clean it up and you go, wow, this is really cool. I'm not doing a good job of explaining this to you guys, but again, what I like about the game is that it doesn't overcomplicate things. It has a simple mechanic. Each tool is for a certain thing. So if you want to clean, you have a cleaning tool. If you want to place things down, you have a tool for that. You have to do things like... but what's really cool is you basically, you get money to do these jobs, obviously. And you use that money to either work on houses that you already are working on. You have like your own little shack at the start, and I do like when I've earned some money to upgrade my shack and you know, add in some new things, paint the walls and stuff. And it's one of those games that when you play it, you're kind of like at first like, oh, this is a bit stupid. Then 2 hours later, you're still playing it like, why am I still playing this? And it is like one of the most realistic. It's not really, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not really realistic. Obviously, it's still a game, and there's upgrades and things you get. Like the more you play, the better equipment, and you know, you can paint things faster and stuff like that. But it's based on like a real setting. People go out and do this. You know, cleaning and stuff is something we do anyway. But you know, often when I played it, I was like, oh, and you can go and do some cleaning now. And there's something about doing it in a video game just seems really enjoyable to me and really satisfying. I'm going to be honest with you, this game is perfect if you're just looking for something to play and be relaxed by. It is really relaxing and really addictive as well. You know, I want to load it back up now and just go on there and see what else is new for me. And it's a really in-depth game as well. There's so many different things you can do with it, so many different furnitures. There's a lot of Easter eggs in the game as well, like some houses, very famous houses, like there's the house from Breaking Bad in there. I've heard there's the house from Home Alone in there. There's an achievement for knocking on the door, breaking down the Breaking Bad house door with a hammer, called I'm the One Who Knocked. That's a pretty cool little Easter egg right there. But it is a game that I think deserves some recognition. And I'm sorry this isn't a long video. I just wanted to do something today. I am going to go and continue on with my collecting guide later on in the week. But I highly recommend House Flipper for people who are looking for something a little bit different, yet satisfying, and something that doesn't really require too much. You know, it's one of these games because you can play it at your own leisure and take your time with it and just enjoy it for what it is. But then if you're one of these people that love decorating and really like to get into the whole you know, the whole artistic and creative side of things, you can do that. It gives you a great sense of freedom to really work on these houses and work on, you know, going through and decorating to your own love and your own desires, really. If you want to have a house that's modern and sleek, you can do that. But if you want to have, you know, an authentic old school house, you can do that as well. And I've heard that there are some DLCs for this game. They haven't been announced yet, but I highly hope that they do get announced. There's one called Garden Flipper, and that sounds amazing. You know, I love gardening style things. I did gardening in college, so it'd be pretty cool to see that in a video game. This is just like a mini video coming up to the upcoming simulator videos. And if you're looking for a simulator game that's different yet accessible, I highly recommend House Flipper because it doesn't overcomplicate things. You know, it's a simple button for each thing, really. You don't have to sit there and figure out all of these buttons. You know, there are some really in-depth simulator games out there, like the flight simulator games and things. And House Flipper is, in my opinion, one of the best newcomer simulator games. If you're looking for something relaxing, something different, I highly recommend House Flipper. I can't really say too much more on the game because I haven't put loads of time into it, but I am going to come back to this game in the future in the upcoming simulator video. And I want to know in the comments below, what simulator game should I try out. I'm not going to go into every single simulator game. For the most part, I'm going to stick to PlayStation 4 simulator games because they're reasonably priced. I have been recommended Car Mechanic Simulator, and there's things like Construction Simulator, there's Airport Simulator, there's Autobahn Simulator, there's Bus Simulator, Truck Racing Simulator. There's so many simulator games out there, and I feel like it's time for me to maybe dive in and try some of these games out and share why I think these games are worth playing, or perhaps why I think they're not worth playing, and which ones are better, which ones are worse. I know these games aren't groundbreaking, but there are some ones out there that are really, really enjoyable. And to be honest, after playing House Flipper, I can definitely see the appeal these games have to people. And well, that's about it really. So sorry this is a short video for you guys today, but I thought I'd do something small and you know, accessible for you guys, kind of like this game. And as always guys, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like, comment below, let me know what you think of House Flipper. Have you played it? Do you want to try it out after this video? Also let me know some simulator games worth picking up. They don't just have to be on PS4, any console really that has a simulator game that's got simulator in the name. I will mention some of the other simulator games like the racing games and things when I do this video and so forth. And as always guys, feel free to subscribe, follow me on Mixer, Instagram and Twitter at the Mad Tiger. And as always, have a nice day and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and bye bye.